My name is Joe Carlile. I am currently 5 weeks out from the Mr. Indiana State Championship. I'm currently weighing about 196, 197. I'm 5'4", 5'5", depending on the shoes I'm wearing that day. And then what else? Okay. So did back today. Obviously sitting at 5 weeks out, so things are run a little bit low as far as calories and energy and everything. But started off with a just a nice little warm up, warming up my shoulders, warming up my chest and arms, and moved into a bent over row with a stationary equipment and did some sets there. Was really feeling my back on that, and moved into the lat pull down. From the lat pull down, everything I'm hitting, by the way, is about 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps on everything. Very concentrated movements, nothing too heavy, just not wanting any injuries right now. And after the lat pull down, went into a overhead pull down. Not really sure what to call that movement. You know what to call that? Where it's like a lat pull down? Well, like the lat pull down is like this, but I call it like an overhead. I don't know what you call that. Straight arm pull down, I think. Yeah. So did a straight arm pull down and went on from there to do another low row movement that was doing, which I don't have in my gym, so having it here was really nice to utilize. Really can feel my back when I'm doing that, can feel a different portion of my back, and feel my muscles contracting better. And went from there to a close grip row, did single arm on that, and just did 3 sets on that, finishing up my back day. And for that, went pretty light. Once again, was pretty exhausted. So got done with that and then jumped right into some posing.
Now, what's cardio like for you at this point?
Cardio right now is about 30 minutes fasted and then 30 minutes post-workout. I think that's recently going to be up to about 45 minutes post-workout. But currently looking about an hour a day, 20 minutes a day right now.
Okay. And go ahead and talk a little about who you're working with and what your experience has been like with Jeff.
So I, being a year between shows, I was able to work and get in touch with Jeff Long. And Jeff has been, he's been a different experience, but I really like it. It really flows with kind of my personality and what works for me in prep. Working with him it's very straightforward. It's very simple as far as what we're doing and how we're doing it. And the diet is simple and straightforward. And he's a no bullshit coach. So he kind of will just keep telling me, just do this, keep your head down, keep working, keep focused on the goal. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get caught up in everything else. Don't get caught up in the weight. Just focus on what you're seeing in the mirror. And I'll tell you, if I don't like something, or we'll make changes if I don't like something. So working with Jeff has definitely been a coach I think I can get comfortable working with in the future.
Now, without getting too specific, just general ideas, what's diet been like from prep as opposed to when you're off season?
No donuts first. That's the first and foremost. No, it's chicken. Well, my diet's changed obviously as I get closer. Not having really as much red meat or like salmon or anything like that. It's a lot of chicken, rice. I had some sweet potatoes, but those have been taken out, and fish and eggs. A lot of eggs. I go through about 18 eggs a day right now, but they're just egg whites that I'm eating. So as far as my off season, I'm pretty sloppy when it comes to my eating, but I'm still eating 6 meals a day. I do the same thing in off season. No sugar, obviously. Having a lot of caffeine right now, just to power through the day, and caffeine helps me a lot with losing weight. So I'm having about 500 to 600 milligrams of caffeine a day currently. That's a big change for me. But one thing for me that I'm going to change going into this next off season is I'm going to keep it a lot cleaner. Not going to get quite as fluffy as I have these other times, and keep more consistent with the diet. And I'm actually going to continue working with Jeff in the off season so I can get ready for my past shows and be a little bit better prepared going into my other shows.
And how many weeks out did you start for this prep?
I started at 20 weeks. Officially with Jeff is when I started at 20 weeks. Yep.
Any people you'd like to thank?
Obviously, I always want to thank my family. My family is a big supporter in everything I do. my friends have been a lot more in tune with my competition this time, so that's been really neat. Having my friends ask me how I'm doing, they ask me to come out and hang out, and they're like, I know you can't have pizza and things like that. So 2 friends have really or actually 3 friends have always been there for me now through this. Has been my stepbrother Taylor, my best friend. He's been so great working with me throughout this prep and understanding, being a guy I can talk to through everything. I got another friend, Corey, and Corey's been great. He's never been through a prep with me or anything, but he jokes around with me, and he asks questions, and he understands it all. So he's able to help me keep in a positive mood and positive light as well too. So my friends are great as far as everything goes. They don't make it any harder on me than I need it to be. Yeah, obviously it wasn't like that when I first got into this. My family was kind of like, what is this, and questioning things. But now, they're like, how you doing with it? And if I say no, I can't do something, they're like, I get it. And if I'm struggling during the day, they're like, I understand. If you need anything, give me a call, type of deal. So I'm very fortunate to have the family that I do.
What's it like for you? Because a lot of guys, a lot of people do personal training or different things where you have a full-time 5 job. What's it like with your job, keeping that in line and doing all your job, plus training and eating your meals and all that?
So you kind of hit it. My job is, although it is 8 to 5, I'm always 24/7 plugged in, being in sales and management. I'm in a division of my company that's a developing division, so I'm working to grow that right now as much as possible. So it's tough. It's definitely a real big struggle, but that's been my goal this time. Not let work fall off, not let personal training or training for my show fall off in any way. Give both 100% and be able to grow within both of these fields of my life at the same time, and not let things sacrifice. I think a lot of times when people get into prep, they let all these things, relationships and work and life, sacrifice because of prep. And I want to keep growing in both fields at the same time. And to trust me, it's tough. It's really tough. When you have a bad meeting, or you wake up and you're tired and you have a bad day at work, you just want to come home and have a piece of cake or have donut or have a burrito. But it's taught me a lot of discipline. That's been the real big thing for me, is discipline, that I don't need to use food as comfort. I don't need to go have a drink to relax. I can use the gym to relax, or I can use my, focus on the show to relax and get comfortable, and not use some negative escape. Make it a positive escape that I need.
And sales too, like I've done sales in the past and stuff. Like you have to be on, like personality-wise too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Draggy, and I feel like shit today.
Oh yeah. I have times where I am tired during the day, and when I'm in my car, I'm kind of like a zombie. And then I have to get myself in a mood before I go in to be with a customer and work with a customer. And luckily I love the customers I work with, and I love what I do. So when I get in that mode, it's not like I have to really force myself too much, and I enjoy it. And that's been the great thing. And I can talk to my customers and be like, if I say something, stupid, or I don't understand something, I get a little bit of a prep moment or something, I can let me go, listen, I'm dieting, I'm sorry, and kind of joke around with the customer a little bit. But it is a challenge, but I think I'm at the point in my life where I've done enough, and I know how to handle myself in those situations.
You look great. Good luck with the show, and I'll probably see you right after the show. So.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love working together.
Yeah,
it's great.
You look great, man. You look crazy.
Thanks.
I would lock your front leg, Jake. Cause
Lock it?
yeah, because you'll always see like a rookie. I feel like even if it looks better, I say this is a rookie leg.
Okay.
Like yeah.
You want like that? It's like a pen. For me, it's like a pendulum. Like,
Yeah.
I can do anything on this leg.
Yeah.
It's so tight.
What I always think is that it's like a show horse. You know, like when horses are like they're like a show pony.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like I'm almost kind of like straight legged and almost kind of leaning forward. So and then I push my hamstring over with my back leg, like that. So like take your right leg and push your hamstring over.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got
Yeah. But don't keep it over there. Keep it. You like start like this. Wedge it over like you would your bicep. You know.
Like
So,
that.
Yeah, but don't. But this leg still. Yeah, don't keep it so far behind you. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I can see a difference, yeah.
And then for as far as your arms, if you don't want them to tell your arms at your side, start with your foot relaxed, and don't move your arms, turn your shoulders. Because you'll see guys like this, their chest is facing this way and their arms are like that.
Yeah.
They'll tell you to put your arms to your side. If your arms are at your side, so if I'm like this, arms at my side, and I keep my belly button facing forward, and I just turn my shoulders, then my arms are still at my side. They'll probably tell you to keep this down. Yeah, and then lean forward.
Oh, lean forward.
Yeah. Yeah. So your chest is up. Yeah, he's got it good. Yeah. Core turn. I gotta go in 2 minutes. Core turn. Remember push. And it has some flow.
Yeah.
You just it has to flow, so it's like this, and then then plop that hamstring over,